Hello Year Ones and welcome back to our online remote learning. Now today is Tuesday the 12th of January and we're having an extra maths lesson today, so please ignore the previous one that's on YouTube. This is an extra one because yesterday the maths was really tricky, so we decided to do an extra lesson just to make sure that we've really got it nailed before we move on to our next thing, okay? So today we're really looking at number sentences, being able to complete them and gaining an understanding of inverse operations. That's that really tricky thing with the equals sign. Okay, so yesterday we started looking at number bond diagrams and my friend drew this one for me, but I think he's made a mistake. Can you spot what's wrong with this diagram, please? And do you think that everything has been done correctly? What I want you to do is pause the video now and tell your talk partner. Off you go. Okay, well done. I know that you will have all got this right. We need to put the whole number over here, and we need to make sure that the two parts are over here. Whereas, oh no, my friend had accidentally put the whole number somewhere else. Now the whole number is over here. We know that it's the whole number because it is the biggest number. It is the greatest number out of 6, 3, and 9. So I know that this number should have been over here. And then 6 is therefore a part. So the whole number is 9, 3 is a part, and 6 is a part. Just like it is here. Fantastic. So now that we have corrected it, my friend said that we can write a number sentence using this information. So look here, my friend has said, let me cover this up. Where's it gone? 6 add 3 equals 9. Let's just have a check up here again. Oh, look, we've added 6 and 3. So my two parts, 6 and 3, and all together they make 9. So my number sentence is 6 add 3 equals 9. Okay. Now we can be very super clever and we can swap around the 6 and the 3. And it will still equal 9 because look, what I could do, let's get rid of these super messy things here. Miss Hocking's not very good with this equipment. Look, I could swap around my 6 and my 3 and the whole number is still 9. Doesn't matter where they go, they are still the part and the whole number is still 9. So if I look at that a little bit further then, I wonder if you can tell me, moving on, what does this symbol mean? This symbol here, I'm going to point it out for you. What does this symbol mean in these number sentences? What does it mean here? What does it mean here? We're going to ignore that these two have swapped around. We're going to ignore that they're different here, and I want you to tell me, what does this symbol mean? Now there is some very special language that we used yesterday. Now please pause the video and tell your talk partner. Off you go. Okay, if you said that it means is the same as or is equal to, give yourself a high five. Well done. Now I've got a problem here. It is a problem because Mrs. Sweeney has got some cakes. How many cakes has she got? She's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cakes. Okay, Mrs. Sweeney has got 5 cakes. Lucky her. And I, Miss H, only have, I've got 3 cakes. But luckily, Mrs. Sweeney says, okay, don't worry. We can add our cakes together and then we can eat them all up together. So that she is so kind, isn't she? So let's have a look at this problem below then. So we've got 5 cakes, and what we're going to do is add, where's it gone? 5 cakes, and we're going to add my 3 cakes in to Mrs. Sweeney's collection over here. So now we had 5 cakes and then we added my 3 cakes. How many have we got all together? Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or those of you that were really clever may have remembered that we could take her 5 originally and then just count on from that number. 5, add 1, 2, 3 equals, or if we're not being silly, we go 5, 6, 7, 8. whoopsie, and that equals 8. So 5 add 3 equals 8. Fabulous. Now let's look at that on our tens frames then. So we've got 5 cakes over here. This is Mrs. Sweeney's cakes. And then my cakes are these 3 yellow ones over here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my 3 cakes, because they're no longer mine, I'm adding them into Mrs. Sweeney's cakes over here. So I'm going to take this one and I'm going to drag it over here, fill from the left. I'm just going to get rid of that one so I don't forget that I've already moved it over. And I'm going to add that onto there because I'm adding the 2 numbers together. I'm going to delete that because I've already moved it. I'm going to put this one over here and delete that one. So now I took Mrs. Sweeney's original 5 cakes and I have added my 3 cakes onto her tens frame. So now together we have 8 cakes all together, and I know that because there's 2 missing and we all know our number bonds to 10. So if there's 8 holes that are filled, then these 2 sections here are empty. That means that there are 8. Excellent. So let's have a look at this then as a number sentence. So the number sentence is, let me move it up just slightly, 5 add 3, so we've got 5 from Mrs. Sweeney's up here, add, because I moved them over and I added them onto her frame, 3, because I added 3, equals 8. Now, if you were super clever and you told me that the equal sign means the same as, or is equal to, give your talk partner a high five now. Woohoo! You guys are amazing. So let's have a look then at some problems. So I've been given a number sentence here. It's 1 add 4 equals 5. Now the first thing I want you to do is show me that on your tens frame. I want you to pause the video now. Show me 1 add 4 equals 5. You can do that with your counters that you made the other day, and you can draw out your tens frame if you would like to, or if you've picked up one from school this morning, you can add your counters onto that tens frame. Okay, please pause now. Okay, so you've finished that. You have made 1 add 4 equals 5 on your tens frame. Now we are going to move this number because we know that if something has this symbol in, it means the same as. So 1 add 4 is the same as 5. So if 1 add 4 is the same as 5, that must mean that 5 is the same as 1 add 4. So then, have a go down here. This time, I want you to write in the missing number. I'm not going to do this one with you. You're going to do it yourself. So 5 add 2 equals 7. I want you to make that on your tens frame first of all, so you can see that it is 7. And then you're going to move your equal sign over to the front of your number sentence to make sure that this number is the same as what this adds up to, just like we were doing over here. 5 add 2 equals 7. So 5 add 2 over here, it still equals 7, but we're saying it the other way round. 7 equals 5 add 2, but shh, I didn't tell you the answer. Quick, write it down yourself. Okay, let's have a look at our next problem then. Oh, now here I want you to work out exactly what the question is asking you to do, and then add it in on the other side, the same as all of these. So I want you to pause the film now and work these out. And then when you have finished that, we are going to move on to these questions down here. Now these questions are a little bit more tricky, because it is asking you to fill in not just one number. You're not just moving around what it adds up to, you are also adding in a different number. Now you need to decide what that number is, what that number should be. If you've moved this number to here, you should be able to work out what this number is. I've got another one here for you to try once you have paused your screen. Have a go at all of those. This is a really super tricky one because both numbers are missing. Now, parents, this is one for you. please feel free to give your child additional questions other than the ones that are on your screen now. It'll be really beneficial for them to fill in each of the gaps as well. Feel free to make up your own. If they are a little bit fatigued by this and a bit confused, just let me know and I can check in remotely via video potentially. So just let me know if you do feel like they need that. If not, absolutely give them extra questions. Okay, to finish off our maths lesson today then, I'm going to leave the link for this fantastic game. It's called Robot Edition. And what you need to do is choose this robot when you click on the game, okay? So you're doing up to 10. Now, parents, if they are flying through this game and they're doing really well, you can move them up to 15 or up to 20, entirely up to you, but definitely start on up to 10 first. Okay, well done for your learning today, children. I'm so pleased with how well you're doing this week. Have a lovely, lovely day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.